pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto Shippuden. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy shinobi journey. I'd also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Naruto, we delved further into this battle between Itachi and Sasuke versus Kabuto, and we see that Kabuto feels that he has finally discovered who he is by taking Orochimaru into himself, when really he's just kind of emulating Orochimaru in a different way than Orochimaru did it, but in a very similar way as well. And he feels like he is the strongest shinobi, all-powerful, blah, blah, blah. And therefore, he cannot be defeated, and he's going to get everything that he's ever wanted, and he's going to reach success. I don't know what it is he wants past, like, Sasuke as his experiment or whatever. Not really sure about that. Because there's the whole fake Madara. We'll see. Whatever. Well, we probably won't, because he's probably going to be defeated. But I was very curious where he thought he was going to go after he so decidedly was like, yeah, I'm going to win this. I don't know. The point is that Itachi has used another forbidden jutsu in order to, or like an Uchiha forbidden jutsu family technique secret thing, in order to capture Kabuto in this like loop, this fate loop, where he feels a droplet on his shoulder and steps on a feather and goes to stab Itachi, but then he turns into birds, and then Itachi uses that sword to chop off a horn, the same horn. I'm not 100% sure what it means, but I'm sure we will get an explanation in this next episode. So, without further ado, let us see if they finally defeat Kabuto and get him to tell them, to tell them how to stop the reanimation jutsu.
What I'm about to tell you is the story of the Uchiha's Izanagi and how the Izanami came to be. I want to be sure you know this.
Before you die forever.
And the story of its creation.
Solid. Okay. So I'm assuming this whole episode is just going to be about that specifically.
A long time ago, there was a great battle the Uchiha clan could not afford to lose. The Izanagi turned out to be an invaluable jutsu.
But people kept losing their eyesight, I assuming, which is not ideal for ninja or people who are known for their visual prowess.
No, damn it. They set a trap for us. What? Now you die.
Just willing to give up one eyesight so casually.
But I am the one who achieved it. In the shinobi world, only results matter. Well,
but then
it seems my path is clear. I'll just have to rewrite that result with my own Izanagi.
So they were basically taking each other out.
Not just over the Uchiha, but the entire shinobi world. All thanks to my Izanagi. I'll take your wish, and I'll make it mine. Thanks to the power of my own Izanagi.
Right. But I feel like wasting your sight on something like that. Okay, yeah, they were killing each other, essentially. But how did he get his sight back?
You don't know yourself anymore. You don't know what your true strength really is.
Oh, be quiet!
I love that that's like the only thing with color. or the things that are important to the senses are the things that are in color, which is very powerful.
First rate work sneaking up behind me like that. However, while I have the Izanagi, you won't be able to beat me.
Yeah, but it takes away your eyesight. Theoretically forever, unless it's not forever.
What is this? My right eye. I should have gone blind after activating the Izanagi.
The Izanagi that you depend on so much will not protect you now.
Quiet!
Okay. But he used it on the other person, and somehow he got his sight back. So but she hasn't... okay.
Originally, the Izanami was designed to keep the Uchiha humble and honorable. It's to stop you from taking the easy way out, from inconvenient outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
But how? There is no destiny that Izanagi isn't able to alter!
Simply stop what you're doing. Take my hand and grab hold of the future that awaits you.
Ah, if you accept it, that's how you get out.
I won't use Izanagi anymore. I'll accept reality and we'll move forward.
So if you accept reality, then you get out of the loop. You know what? That makes so much sense. If you accept the unfortunate outcome, then yeah, makes sense to me.
If he could still escape, then...
He reminds me of the old me. He thinks by getting everything, he can accomplish whatever he wants to. And he makes himself believe that he can't fail, even if that really amounts to lying to himself.
Yeah. It's also a really good way to put it is he is lying to himself. He doesn't want to accept reality, and it's really hard.
I treated you as though you were a child. I thought you needed my protection. I was unable to trust your strength. It may be that a perfect being does not exist at all in the whole world.
They don't. Nobody is perfect. No matter how perfect they think they are, nobody is.
I know he's going to use a fire-style jutsu.
Water style! Water dragon!
Water style, water dragon missile!
He saw that coming with his Sharingan.
Was it a Sharingan thing or was it... Sorry, it's the music. We usually hear this with Naruto.
Where have I ever made a mistake in all this?
Kabuto, I don't even know where to
Was
start.
for someone to be there for me. Someone to acknowledge me. Someone to appreciate me. Tell me, where is the mistake in wanting that?
There is no mistake in wanting that, but you have gone beyond that.
First off, I should have acknowledged and appreciated myself for the person I was. If I'd just done that, I never would have had to lie to anyone. To myself.
Sometimes, it's like Penelope, that movie Penelope. Sometimes when you love yourself, that's all you actually need. You don't need the verification of others. It's nice to have the verification of others. And I'm certain, especially with a past like his, that's what he felt need to do that.
This war, I would have been sleeping by now.
Would you?
Damn you, Itachi!
So they shall go in an endless battle. How long is that going to take, though?
If the war ends and the 5 great nations continue to be friendly allies, then maybe my little brother, who's been on a mission forever, can finally come back home.
Boy, I envy those who have a home to return to.
Yeah, well, you could come home with me. I mean, my home is just an orphanage.
I knew it. I knew it.
Wow, Urushi. Thank you.
I really hope you'll come home this time.
That makes me sad. This makes me sad. Kabuto's delusions is sad, but this is what makes me sad. I was like, yeah, whatever, Kabuto. But this part.
Brother, you'll go too.
But I will have protected my village. I am Itachi Uchiha of the Leaf once again. I have no more regrets.
But why?
Yeah, didn't
Why
you?
help the very village that did this to you? That put you where you are?
Yeah, didn't we supposed to answer some of Sasuke's questions?
You have no more regrets? What about what you've made me become? What about that, huh?
You know the answer, Sasuke. Or is he gonna entrust Naruto? Yep. I forgot about that, but that only makes sense for the story. It's gotta be Naruto.
Tsukuyomi. I've kept my promise. I leave the rest up to you, Naruto.
Aww. I got chills, like the good kind of chills. I'm like, ee. Okay. Good times. I know I asked like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 episodes ago how they were gonna do it. I know they talked about this. They named the other forbidden technique, other forbidden Uchiha specific jutsu, and learning about his past is very interesting to me because yeah, it does seem kind of unfair that just because you have a outcome that you don't like means suddenly that you can just change fate, and having a whole other jutsu created to make you accept that things don't always turn out the way you want, I feel like is so huge for Sasuke in and of itself. Has he accepted that? Probably not, because Naruto's still got to talk to him. That's just how it's going to have to go. This rivalry has been building from episode 1. It makes a lot of sense, and I appreciate that Itachi basically says the same thing. I mean, he says it to us as the audience, but not to Sasuke. He has to accept that reality is not always what we want it to be. It is one of the hard truths of life that we all struggle with, we could all relate to. So I love that that is the lesson. It was a very long roundabout way to go about it. There was lots of techniques and other things involved as far as like the loop and seeing the loop go back and forth over and over again, and then the explanation of the other jutsu, you know, it makes a lot of sense. But I love that the overall point of this entire battle is that we must accept unfavorable outcomes because that's just how life works. That was great. They got me. They got me there on the end. I was just like, yeah, Kabuto is a jerk. But the fact that his brother has been waiting for him this whole time. Oh, that makes me so, like, you never know what, like, especially in a situation like that, you never know what people in your life from the past are going through, what they have been doing, and you just hope, especially in a situation like that, if you're both from the same orphanage, you obviously consider them like family, like brothers, and you just hope that they are safe out there, and you maybe assume that, you know, no news is good news, therefore they're still alive. And for him to be like, I have nothing, and I never had anything, and I never knew who I was, but to have one person out there that, you know, does know who you are and is like waiting for, like, it's just one of those things where maybe you're not as alone as you think you are. So I loved that ending, the lesson learned, and just the little tidbit of his brother at the end. Oh my gosh, they got me. I was like, I'm not gonna care because Kabuto has been a thorn in the side for a long time. Okay, I care a little bit. Okay, you got me. You bunch of jerks. Fine, everything's fine. Anyway, I'm excited to go into this next episode, assuming that the reanimation jutsu has essentially been stopped. Does that mean that they won't be fighting the fake Madara anymore? Or that, like, once they defeat those people, they will just go away and they don't have to be sealed type of situation? Unsure, ready to find out. So for now, Thank you all so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy shinobi journey. And until next time, bye!